onto the fractions module, which creates fractions, also allows you to do arithmetic operations, so addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division with fractions. So that is over here, again, in the numeric and mathematical modules, fractions. So let's see how this can be useful by adding, first of all, without this fractions module, 4/7 plus 3/8. So I can do this in regular old Python, built-in Python, 4/7 plus 3 divided by 8. So these are fractions, but Python just divides them and gets a decimal. So here is the end result, a decimal. But let's just say I don't want this decimal. I want to see it in fraction form. So, like in grade school, when you're adding fractions, you want to find the common denominator and all that. Well, first of all, we need to import the fractions module. And we're going to use this fraction class. So this is the type over here. And what you do is you just supply the numerator and denominator as integers. So if we want to create the fraction 3/7, we do that. And then we can now add, before we do that, let's just say A equals this, B equals 4/7, 3, 8. So here's our fraction. Printing it out, just shows it as a little string like that. Now, if we do A plus B, now we get the fraction. So this is 53/56. So it's pretty cool. You can do addition, you can do subtraction, you can do multiplication and division. Instead of getting the decimal, you do get the fraction. So maybe we can get the, let's just go back to A plus B. We'll call it F for the, the fraction result. And what you can do is you can actually convert this to a float like this. So it's pretty interesting. So you can go back and get the actual decimal value like this, but you can also convert it into a fraction. Another way to construct these is with a string. So this is kind of interesting. If you just pass in a string like 3/7, or sorry, I keep messing up, 4/7 and 3/8. So you can create it this way, and it's the same exact thing. It's just another way to construct it. So this constructor has an alternate way of using it. So either give it the numerator and denominator separately, or just as a string. Now, let's say you want to go the other way. Let's just say we have a decimal over here. So we have some decimal over here, D, and we want to convert this to a fraction. Well, you can give it, but it may not give you the result. And I forgot to use the module name. So fractions.fraction. So you'll see here, okay, it gives you a very high fraction. Okay, well, why is that? So this is because there's floating point inexactness. So it tries to get just the way that the decimals are stored in a computer, the way floats are stored in a computer. It can be difficult to get a very precise decimal, even a small one like that. So there is this method you can call called limit denominator. And you can say, all right, don't use a denominator over a certain value, say like 1,000, and this will get you back to what it should be, 73/500. And if we divide it out, you'll see that it is exactly that decimal. So this is a pretty cool module to use fractions if you want to see the fraction instead of the decimal.